Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
I'll tell you what, real good friend of ours. I haven't seen him in a while, though. Fred Biletnikoff, former Oakland Raider, and the one I'm more proud of, Fred, the Montreal Alouettes of the CFL. Hey, I was a Blue Bomber fan. I was a Blue Bomber fan.
Oh, were
and
you?
I remember when you rolled into Winnipeg playing for the Alouettes.
Yep, that's right. I sat in a hotel room.
Yeah.
And all I could see is prairie.
Probably the Winnipeg Inn. Probably the Winnipeg Inn.
I think that's when we flew. We flew in because you flew commercial.
Yes.
And they pulled up the John Deere tractor with a truck behind it to get all the luggage.
That's the
beautiful.
one. That's the one. How you doing, Fred?
I'm doing great.
see you,
And you know
man.
what? Listen, it's great. And let me just start. And listen, we go back about 15 years.
Yes, we
when
do.
you guys started our pay for play.
We did
that
a
really
pay
got
for
us
play.
started as a foundation.
It was
Thank you.
It was the first big event that you guys did. I remember when you were forming the Biletnikoff Foundation.
Yep.
And if I can just go back a bit, if you don't mind talking
Sure,
about it,
no.
it's created to commemorate your daughter, Tracy Biletnikoff, who was in just a horrible relationship with just a complete douchebag.
Right.
and she was murdered in 1999 at a very young age. And you and your wife, and by the way, how's the wife doing?
She looks hot.
You married up on that one. That's all I'm going to say. So,
they said B14. I said bingo.
Some would say you outkicked your coverage.
I sure did. You're right. Absolutely.
So you started this foundation, and it's and basically the money from our first charity we did with you.
Right.
You put as a down payment. Now this is a halfway house kind of for.
Yeah, it's Women's Recovery Association. Their program.
Yeah.
And so that's when we started an adolescent program because they only had adult women.
Yeah.
And so that's when Tracy's death. We opened up the adolescent house.
Yeah.
And the only way we could get the house is if we came up with the down payment.
Right.
And that's when we did the pay for play.
You know
and
what? I am going on record. We're going to try and do this again with you
Oh,
sometime.
I'll tell you what, we'd love that.
Very cool.
That'd
very
be
cool.
great. Jesus.
Now, you've got a great big benefit coming up this Sunday. Is that right?
Yep. We have at Tommy T's out in Pleasanton, the comedy club.
Good steaks out there, too.
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're taking our whole party with a lot of the players, the comedians, the actors that we have at the golf tournament. And we're going over there, and Tommy T's going to let us do a fundraising there for our foundation.
All right, so this is on Sunday.
At 6:30.
6:30 at Tommy T's in Pleasanton. You can buy tickets at TommyT's.com. Go to his webpage. And some of the guys that are going to be there, I'm looking at, now these are the guys in your golf tournament, is this right?
Yes, also, yep.
Daryl LaMonica, Cliff Branch, who else is going to be there?
Hendricks will be there, Timmy Brown.
And you have a few 49ers heading out there, too, with Dwight Clark and
Eric
Hicks.
Eric Wright.
Dwight Hicks.
Eric
Yeah,
Wright.
we don't discriminate.
Eric Wright is going to be there.
Yeah.
Eric's a good dude,
Yeah,
actually.
he is, yeah.
George Atkinson. It's like the who's who. James Lofton's going to be there.
Willie Gall.
Out of all these guys, who's the best golfer?
Probably Timmy Brown.
Tim Brown?
Yeah.
Tim Brown, really?
Timmy
Huh?
Brown. Willie Gall plays pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, but they play really well. You know, Dwight Clark can knock the hell out of the ball. I know that.
You know,
Yeah.
and not only some Niners there, but I noticed you have Mel Renfro from the Dallas Cowboys.
From the Cowboys,
How
yeah.
often did you play against him? Did you ever get a chance? Because you were like in the old AFL, but
Yeah,
just
you
before
know, at that period of time, we never really had that opportunity. You know, the schedule never was fixed that way to go to the Dallas at that time.
Yeah.
Just a couple times.
But you got like a dozen Hall of Famers out there on Monday.
Yeah, Carl Eller. We got Carl Eller coming in from the Purple People Eater.
Hey, and you have Kevin Farley, the younger brother of Chris Farley, performing on this night at Tommy
Sunday
T's.
night, yep.
And this basically is the pre-party for your tournament because your tournament, this is Sunday night, and your tournament's on Monday.
Yep.
Can you still get in the tourney?
We got one foursome left. It's a Ruby Hill Country Club.
Yeah.
Golf club in Pleasanton.
That's a great course.
Yeah,
That's a
we
great
got
course.
we got one foursome left to sell.
All right. So if someone wants to get in your golf tournament, what do they do? Go to Biletnikoff.net. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And they can make a donation. It's a great charity, the Biletnikoff Foundation. So, well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are still kicking with this.
I know. You know something? We run into a lot of people
Yeah.
that they can't believe we're still doing the foundation.
Yeah.
You know, but we're chugging
No,
along.
you are chugging along, and you
Yeah.
opened up some other homes,
Yeah, we're doing one up in Loomis now.
Right.
Hold on. How many homes do you have now?
Well, we don't have the one in San Mateo anymore.
Okay.
that was the original one, right?
The original one, yeah. So we're opening up one in Loomis now, which will
Okay.
start construction on it probably June, middle of June.
Yeah.
And we're putting together everybody that's donating their time, materials, building,
Yeah.
whatever, you know. And we really got a good group of guys together from up in that area.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do a home up there, Tracy's Place of Hope.
Hey, looking ahead to the football season.
Yes.
All right, I mean, get down
I
to
knew
brass.
we'd get to that.
No, well, we have to. I mean,
only
we have the
teasing,
great
I
friend
know.
of Biletnikoff
Well,
in here.
no, yeah.
And Reggie McKenzie will be in his second year as GM, correct?
Right, yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, you know what?
It's a work in progress.
You know, it's a work in progress, but I'll tell you what, he and Dennis are really busting their asses.
Yeah.
To make a good go over there and you to start off to really try to make a positive environment.
Yeah.
Was a lot of work for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they've really come a long way to getting that done. And now they brought in players, some veteran guys this year that should be able to play. And at least contribute a year or two, even though they're a little bit age-wise. But it's good. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon.
No, of course not. Now, Baby Huey over here, the guy who looks like he should be playing football.
Hey, doesn't it look like he could have been a lineman?
Or the line.
the white Warren Sapp.
Oh, we have a new nickname for him. He wants to know if you think the Raiders should draft Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know something? I'll tell you what. I've watched the kid, and I've watched a lot of these the Gruden stuff and all that.
Yeah,
right,
crap
right,
or whatever. And but you know, the kid is worth something to a team.
Yeah.
You know, and the kid has a lot of heart.
He's a winner.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
And he can make plays. And, you know, people compare him to all different people. But you know what I see in him? And, you know, not to say he's like him, is Montana.
Really?
Really?
That's what I look at him because
Yeah.
he has the same demeanor and, like, looseness of Montana. And
confidence.
Running confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and you see him in a huddle. He comes out of the huddle. He's come back and won a hell of a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, he's had bad games. But I'll tell you what, I'd really have to give that kid some serious thought myself.
All right. Fred Biletnikoff, the fundraiser comedy show on Sunday night. It's kind of the party
Tommy
for his
T's.
golf tournament at Tommy T's. A ton of stars there. TommyTees.com for tickets. And if you want that last foursome in his golf tournament at Ruby Hill on Monday, Biletnikoff.net. Fred, always a pleasure. I'm serious. I want to do something with you.
Okay, we'd love to.
I would love to do a
Oh,
charity
man, that
event
would
with
be
you.
great. Oh, heck yeah, we'd love that.
All
Jesus.
right. Fred Biletnikoff, thanks for coming in here, man.
Hey, thank you guys for
All right,
having me. It's
Fred.
great to
All
see
right.
you guys
Always
again.
good to
Believe
see
me.
you.
Say hi
Okay,
to the
thank
wife.
you. I sure
Okay.
will.
All right, bye-bye.
Another fine product from Uranus.
That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.